shimmy my way to body love. And it's kind of funny. But right now it's a little tragic, so we're going to start with the beginning. I grew up like chubby little girl who was always sitting on the side, hiding, really being told, oh, you'd be so pretty if only you lose weight. Or, why don't you stop eating? Why can't you just stop? But I found food as a comfort, and somehow my belief system was screwed up. And so I thought I was too fat to fall in love, to be happy, to have friends, to be part of a community. And the solution for me was, I need to stop eating any way I can. I must stop eating. And anything else, I'll wait at home. So my food history, pretty much, it started with, I restricted most of the day, and then I compulsively ate, and then I started developing food rituals, and rules, and binging, and whatnot. And somehow I became movement. Which is, it is what it is. I spent 10 years of it, I've done it all, and my symptoms bottoms were suicide attempts, not feeling good enough, all the really hard stuff. And yet, 5 years ago, I hit a bottom, and it wasn't any particular bottom, I just stopped digging in that bottom, and I just asked for help. And so, off my journey began. So life after recovery, life after purging, it wasn't like one thing I was to do. I was tirade about my recovery, just as I was tirade about my eating disorder. So I did 12 steps, group therapy, food journaling, tried new things. I did it all. And so when I stopped hurting, I actually gained weight, and I felt shitty. I felt like I'm doing everything I can, and yet I'm not feeling good enough. Because I still felt that if I lose the weight, then I'll actually recover. And so I kept hearing this whole idea of like, for you, weight loss is going to be counterintuitive. You need to start eating real food, not diet foods. Maybe you gotta feel the feelings that you once again numbed them out because you were eating them over with. And so I got angry, and I had an ultimatum to God. So January 1st, 2010, I decided to tell God, you know, if I don't get laid within 6 months from today, I'm going to join a convent, because, it's divine intervention. You tell me I need to go and join a convent. So I did the research, and they wouldn't want me, so then I decided to ask all the different experts for suggestions. And so, 3 days shy from my deadline, self-imposed, I discovered burlesque. So I found Kitty Cavalier, who basically, my very first time, I had no idea. I had no idea what burlesque was. I signed up, and I go into this room, and there's full, like, women, different sizes, and they're all, like, loving themselves, and they're, like, oozing confidence, and like, oh, you're so gorgeous. And I was hooked. I was like, oh my gosh, I love myself. This is awesome. So I kept coming back, and I started to live life. Like, I started to have affirmations. I do work with Eric, so I do say I believe myself, I love myself, and I started to just keep going and enjoying this new life. And so a year ago, I decided, you know, I kind of want to go on stage. I'm going to just do it. So I signed up for an 8-week course. I learned how to what's my burlesque persona. I learned how to create my costume. I did that. And I want to share, like, before the show, and this is a post that I did wrote before the show, and I said, I'm actually still feeling fat, and I don't want to post pictures, but I'm still going to do it. And thank God, because then it would show, and this is what I wrote right after that. It's like I felt loved, accepted. I felt like I was in a new high, just like I'm feeling right now. Like I'm feeling like I get to stand in my own power, my own beauty, and it doesn't matter what the weight is going to do. And so my life today is pretty abundant. I get to do different things. I get to try new ways of living. I get to accept myself just as I am. And to understand that my weight will come up when it needs to come up. It is not my job to figure it out. And so I do have a vanity board where I keep pictures that I really find myself beautiful. And I get to be reminded every day that I have those fat days. I'm not good enough. And it's just, that's it. That's my story. And so I really love to share that with you all and do my joyful shimmy and have fun. Thank you.